Mr. Leysen, you know, you mentioned that sequestering a jury would be expensive, not half as much expensive as a new trial would be. Crank it all up over after
I agree, but so far, I think so far the judge, and with input from the attorneys, doesn't think it's necessary yet, and they don't think that they're going to have a mistrial. They're, you know, knock on wood, okay?
I hope not, because I don't think either side, you know, the families of both sides would have to go through the whole thing all over again. Be terrible. Let me introduce...
These jurors are pretty serious, too.
Yeah.
I think they're taking their job seriously, with the exception of the one who talked to her manager.
I hope you're right.
MJ, how many alternates are left?
4. There were 6, 2 are gone. So there's still 4 left. I think there's about probably 3 weeks left in the trial, so they can still afford to lose 1 a week, and they'll be okay.
Joining us now as a special guest, Robert Leysen. Robert owns the Psychic Eye bookstore. And Robert, I'm divided with my guest in the studio. One of us is a believer, the other is not.
I'm a believer.
But I understand you own 13 bookstores. Why 13?
Well, it just came out that way. There's
no, there's no coincidence, Robert.
Well, true, that's true. My guide said we have to have 13, but actually we have a couple more on the drawing board. But you know what just come to my attention before I got to the site here is that our psychics in our main store in Sherman Oaks, which is Los Angeles, Hollywood, they're challenged our psychics here, and they feel they can contact next Binion, Mr. Binion, where we failed. So Thursday they're going to hold their own seance in Hollywood with our psychics down there, and they feel they can come up with something more definitive than we did. So now we got a game here.
Well, I would like to volunteer Mary Jane Stevenson for being there at the seance for a first-hand live report.
I have no psychic powers.
I want the inside story, MJ. Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Leysen.
Yes.
Regarding last night, all joking aside, really, a lot of people are serious believers in contacting those that have passed on, and I want to know who exactly are your psychics, in the sense that, is there any reason that they would be affiliated in any way, either with the state or with the defense?
None whatsoever. It's been stated that the defense has contacted us where we're in cahoots with them, but that's not a situation at all. I wouldn't know them if I fell over them. So we're independent. Our psychics do this professionally. We're licensed by the city. This is all they do, and we could have made up a situation there where, yes, we did hear him come through, but we don't operate that way. It is what it is.
Well, Mary Jane has given us a brief sketch, but specifically, and I know, of course, again, this is not going to be admitted into a court of law, no. But several of our viewers were interested in this, and I'd like you to answer them. You say your psychics did not reach Teddy Binion himself, but other spirits appeared on his behalf. What exactly did they say? And according to them, where's Ted Binion now?
Well, we don't know where he's at, whether he's in, you mean heaven or hell, or is that what you're saying?
Excuse me, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, you said that, where's Ted Binion now?
Yes.
Well, we don't know where he is. We assume that he's in a positive state right now. Probably in heaven, we hope. We don't know.
Well, but what did the other spirits say, according to your psychics?
They said the general conclusion was that he was murdered, but the people will walk. That was the overall evaluation of the seance that we did last night. What comes up at our next private seance, where the energy will be entirely different, we won't know, and that will be in a sealed envelope, either in the media office, your office, or my attorney's office, and that'll come out after the trial. We've been sort of, it's been put to us that we better not say too much with the fear of intimidating the jury.
Wow. Well, I understand from MJ that according to your psychics, Binion is angry and his spirit hasn't been put to rest.
No, not as yet. It's too soon. It's too soon. We tried to bribe him with the food and so forth, but they wouldn't come down.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, Robert, what was the purpose of the grapes?
The grapes is to, according to tradition, this is things that have been around for many, many years, and it's to appease and to quiet any negativity with spirit. So it's just a traditional thing to get them to come in and show good faith in our part.
And Robert, how often do you do a seance like this without having a high publicity case? I mean, some would argue that you're looking for your 15 minutes of fame and fortune. I, being a skeptic, Nancy believes in this. I would like to have the candle here with the glass ball, but how often do you do this?
Well, we do this under private conditions, of course, with different people. We try and contact their relatives or loved ones that have passed on. How often do we do it? Well, versus psychic readings, maybe once every 2 months.
Oh, so Robert, is it a paid position? Like I could come to you to raise the spirits of my brother who passed away in 1981? I would pay
But there's
you?
no, yes, you would pay our services. We charge for our psychic readings. We charge, it's a service, just like you would go
No,
to
I'm sorry,
a
I'm just not
professional
familiar
person.
with it, Robert, that's all.
Well,
Yes.
who arranged the seance last night, Robert?
Who arranged it?
Yes, who sponsored
Well, that
it?
was my idea. Of course, it was our stores. We have 4 stores here, and we have 20-some psychics. And I put it to him, I think we should do something and see what we can come up with. So it was my
Well,
idea.
you know, Robert, a lot of people poo-poo the idea, and it may or may not be reliable, but there are a lot of police forces in this country that use psychics and have used them successfully on many occasions, I might add, to locate bodies.
That's true.
And
But not seances.
people may be naysayers all they want, but
No.
it's actually worked on many occasions in the location of bodies. Now, how does it work? I can't tell you that.
Well, no,
but
but
it
we
has
also,
worked.
yes, but we have to qualify that somewhat and say how many times have they used psychics that it didn't work. And of course,
True.
I'm talking about my own business, so we don't know. Nobody's keeping records.
That's
Robert,
right.
I just want to know what the daily lotto numbers are for Saturday so we could cash in on this.
Okay, I can
mean,
work with you. That's
I can work,
But you're
$25.
going to have to pay
How
a
much?
sponsor's fee.
$25, please. We'll take care of that.
Thank you very much.
Robert, thank you for being with us.
My pleasure,
And,
my pleasure.
I hope you can join us again and give us an update on your
Yes,
your
I'm
next
anxious to see what the
psychic
Hollywood
connection.
psychics do. I want to see what the Hollywood psychics say. That's a
Mary
challenge.
Jane, let's get back to evidence that will be admitted in the courtroom. I want to know what you
Not as
think
fun, but...
No, it's not as fun, although I really got a kick out of watching Dr. Biden on both direct and cross-exam, and I think even